So the question number one is, if the car is taken from the garage, driven for 100 kilometers before returning to the garage after 2 years, what is the average speed? Average speed would be what? Simple, 100 over 2 because they are both the same unit, so 50 kilometers per hour. Everybody has done it the same way. Okay. Now let's see question number two. A spacecraft is orbiting. A spacecraft is orbiting the Earth at a static speed of 8 kilometers per second. How long will it take to complete a single orbit a distance of 40,000 kilometers? Now you see, you need to find what? Basically, they are asking you time. So what is the formula of time? Time is equal to distance over speed. Now notice speed is in kilometers per second. So the answer which you will get would be in seconds. So 40,000 divided by 8 is how much? 5,000 seconds. The answer is 5,000 seconds. Now, if you want to convert seconds into hours, how would you do it? You should all know that in 1 minute there are 60 seconds, and in 1 hour there are 60 minutes. So in 1 hour there are how many seconds? 60 into 60 is 3600 seconds. Okay. So in 1 hour 3600 seconds. So if you want to convert this seconds into hours, so you can divide 5000 by 3600. It will give you the value in hours. Is this clear to everybody? Is question number two clear to everybody? Any confusion? Smile. Any confusion? Now let's move to question number three. A speed camera takes two photos 0. Seconds apart while a tire travels 12 meters. What is the speed? So he's telling you that the difference in time between two photos is 0.7 seconds. Like the camera takes first photo and after 0.6 seconds it takes the another photo. Okay. Now what is the speed? Acha. So how would we do this? Now what you can do is, you know that after every 0.6 seconds a photo is taken. Okay. So how would we do it? Okay. So let's divide 12 meters by 0.6 seconds. What should be the answer? 12 divided by 0.6 is what? 20 meters per. Very good. So the camera takes how much? 20 meters per second. Good. So this is clear. Now let's move on to. Okay. Now Smile, basically what is happening? A speed camera takes two photos 0.6 seconds apart while a car travels 12 meters. They are asking you what is the speed of the camera. Okay. So basically what does it mean? It takes one photo and after the gap of 0.6 seconds, it takes another photo. And in this between the car travels how much? 12 meters. So basically, the distance with the camera will cover is 12 meters because the car is traveling at 12 meters, and the time taken between each photo is zero point 0.6. So that's basically the time. Just use the formula speed is equal to time taken divided by, or average speed is equal to distance traveled over time taken. So 12 divided by zero point 0.6 is 20 meters per second. Clear? Nabia and Smile, is it clear? Ji Nabia. Okay. Now let's move on to the next topic, which is going to be velocity. Can everybody see the PDF? So what is velocity? Velocity is the distance traveled per unit time in a specified direction. Since it is a vector quantity, therefore direction is important. Can everybody see that figure? Everybody write down the definition. Write these 2 points down and see what is happening in the figure. When you are done, let me know. Is everybody done it? Okay. Now, who can tell me what does distance travel per in a specified direction means? What does this mean? Distance traveled in a specified direction. What does this statement mean? Who can tell me one word for this statement? Distance traveled in a specified direction. Yeah, but I need one word. What does it mean? Not in only one day, but what does it mean? Distance traveled in a specified direction. No, magnitude is a number, numerical value, 5, 10, 15. That is magnitude. But what does the statement distance traveled in a specified direction? What does it mean? No, I you people know it. Only one word. One word for this whole statement. Very good, Falia and Zaina. Very good. Displacement. We learned what is displacement. Displacement is distance traveled in a specified direction. Displacement is a vector quantity. So when you have a distance with a specified direction, that displacement now, right? Is this clear to everybody? Smile and Nabiya? Nabiya, is this clear? So what does it mean? Velocity is related to displacement. Speed is related to distance and velocity is related to displacement. Acha. Now always remember when the word says per unit time. What? When the word says per unit time, it means divided by time. Okay. So per unit time means what? Divided by time. Is this clear? What use per unit time means any quantity divided by time. So velocity is distance traveled in a specified time per unit time. So basically distance traveled in a specified time is what? Displacement, and per unit time means what? Divided by time. So velocity becomes what? Velocity formula becomes velocity is equal to displacement over time. Is it clear? So the formula of velocity is what? Displacement over time. Has everybody written it down? Velocity is displacement over time. Everybody is done? Okay. Now we can also define velocity in other terms as well. We know that velocity is displacement over time. So velocity can also be described as velocity is rate of change of displacement. Everybody write this down as well. Velocity can also be described by this definition. Rate of change of displacement. Okay. Now we will go in detail what does rate of change of displacement or why velocity is known as rate of change of displacement. Okay. So we will go in detail. Everybody can see the whiteboard. Now we are claiming that velocity is what? Velocity is rate of change of displacement. Okay. Now, what does rate of change of displacement means? What does rate of change of displacement means? What is rate of change of displacement means? For example, a car is at point A, right? And it goes to point B, and the distance between point A and point B is, let's say, 100 kilometers. So point B is at 100 kilometers and point A is 0 kilometers. So this was the distance. And the time when he was at point A is 0 hours, and it takes like 2 hours to reach from A to B. Up till now, is it clear? I've drawn the figure that at point A, the car was at point A, now it's point B, 100 kilometers. At time 0, it was 0 hours. Then after 2 hours, it can reach at point B. Okay. Now, when the car was at point A, it had traveled how many displacement or how much distance? 0. So let me say this at D1. And when he reached at point B, he had covered 100 kilometers. Let me say it's at D2. When he was at the starting point, his time was 0 hours. So let me say this at T1. And after 2 hours, he reached his destination. So let me say this at T2. Now, if you want to find the difference, that how much distance he has covered, you will do what? Difference of distance is what? D2 minus D1, which is 100 minus 0. This gives you 100 kilometer, right? So the D2 minus D1 is what? Difference or change in distance or displacement. So we denote change in displacement by this triangle sign. This means delta. This means delta. Delta in D means change in D. Okay, I'm writing it over here. Delta means change. So the change in displacement is what? D2 minus D1, which is 100 kilometers. Change in time is what? T2 minus T1, which is what? 2 minus 0 is 2. Okay. So the change in time is 2 hours. Now the formula for velocity is rate of change of displacement. Now what does rate of change of displacement mean? That velocity is change in displacement over change in time. Whenever there is change in time in the denominator, we say rate of change. What? We say this term as rate of change. Whenever the time is in denominator, we say rate of change of which quantity? Quantity which is in the numerator. And the quantity which is changed in the numerator is what? Displacement. So we write rate of change of displacement. Now you see that the change of displacement is 100 kilometers and change in time is 2. So the velocity becomes what? 50 kilometers per hour. In other words, it means that the rate of change of displacement per hour is 50 kilometers. Meaning that in every per hour, the car is traveling how much distance? 50 kilometers. So that's why velocity is also considered as rate of change of displacement. And what does rate of change of displacement mean? I will explain it to you. Is this clear to everybody? Is this clear to everybody? Nabiya, Falia, Zainab. Okay, will explain it again. What about Falia? Falia, you got it? Okay. I will explain it again. Now, okay, I'm explaining it again for those if there is a confusion. Okay. Now, what I'm trying to tell you is we have also learned that velocity Zenab is known as rate of change of displacement, right? Now I'm telling you what does the meaning of rate of change of displacement mean. So first thing you should know is what is change. Change in displacement and change in time. This sign triangle sign is known as delta and it means delta and it means change. So delta D means change in displacement and delta D means change in time. When I say velocity is rate of change of displacement, the formula becomes change in displacement over change in time. Now what I was telling was whenever in the formula you have change in time in the denominator. This is numerator and this is denominator. So what I'm telling you is that whenever in the denominator you have change in time, it means rate of change. This means rate of change. And the quantity is in the numerator. Which quantity is changing? Displacement. Like you are covering displacement now. So in the denominator, rate of change of what? The quantity in the numerator, and the quantity in the numerator is displacement. So the rate of change of displacement is known as velocity. And this is what I have proved in the formula. Delta D over delta T. And what is delta T? Delta D is written as D2 minus D1. D1 was the initial displacement. Okay, you can also write D1 is what? Everybody should write it down. D1 is known as initial displacement or initial distance, and D2 is final distance or displacement. While T2 is, while delta T is equal to what? Delta T is T2 minus T1, changing time. Similarly, initial time over final time. So change in displacement over change in time can also be read as rate of change of displacement. This is equal to velocity. So this is what I was. One definition is velocity is distance traveled per unit time in a specified direction. Other definition is velocity can also be described as rate of change of displacement. And what does rate of change of mean? I have explained it to you by this whole scenario. Is this clear to everybody? Okay. Has everybody written it down? Everybody has written it down? Okay. Now always remember the definition. The question requires you to know both of these definitions, what the velocity means. Okay, let's do another a problem. Everybody write this question on your copies, which I'm about to write. A car travels 5 kilometers and then takes a U-turn and travels 2 kilometers more. Okay, so there is a car. It takes 5 kilometers and takes a U-turn and travels 2 kilometers more. The time taken for the whole journey is 0.2 hours. 0.2 hours. Find the average speed and average velocity. A car travels 5 kilometers and then takes a U-turn and then travels 2 kilometers more. The time taken for the whole journey is 0.2 hours. Find the average speed and average velocity. Everybody solve this question and tell me the answer. Find the average speed and average velocity. You need to give me average speed and average velocity. Good try, Zainab. See, everybody else, need your answers. See, everybody. Okay, okay, let's do it. Let's do it together. Whenever you are solving problem, the best thing to do is to draw figures or diagram. It helps. Okay, so whenever you try doing these type of questions, try to make the diagrams. Now car travels 5 kilometers and then it takes a U-turn of 2 kilometers, right? Now for average speed, the total distance, so total distance is what 5 plus 2 is 7 and total time was what 0.2 hours. So 7 divided by 0.2 is how much? 35 kilometers per hour. So the average speed is what? 7 divided by 0.2 is what? Let me check it from the calculator. There is 35 kilometers per hour. Now let's go for average velocity. Now average velocity is what? Change in displacement or displacement covered over changing time. Now displacement covered is how much? First the car went towards plus 5 because we are taking right side to be plus and left side is what? Minus 2. So 5 minus 2 is 3. If you so 5 minus 2 is 3 kilometers and the change in time is how much? 0.2 because initial time was 0 and final time is 0.2. So 0.2 minus 0 is 0.2. So 3 divided by 0.2 is how much? 15 kilometers per hour. So the velocity is 15 kilometers per hour. But this answer is incomplete. It's probably 15 kilometers, not 150. 3 divided by 0.2 is what? 15. But the answer is incomplete. Why? Velocity is what? a vector quantity, so you also need to give Nabia, Smile, Falia, Zainab, Inpisar. You also need to give the direction. So it is going towards left. So write 15 kilometers per hour towards left. Or if I have taken A and B, so you can also write 15 kilometers per hour towards A. Or, or you can also put minus sign, minus kilometer, and you can define minus to be going on left. Okay. So you can also, but the best way is to write it. Don't use. Okay. Is it clear to everybody? It is clear. Inpisar, Zainab. So minus tells you average velocity is the same thing. Total displacement covered over total time. Same thing as average speed. But in terms of distance, it's displacement. Okay. So everybody write average velocity is what? Total displacement covered over total time. Okay. Falia, whenever we write change, we write the final value minus initial. Everybody note it down. Whenever you talk about change, change in any quantity. Okay, everybody should write it down. Whenever you write change in, let's say change in time would be final time minus initial time. So in this scenario, initial time was when the car started to move at zero, and final time when it stopped. Okay. Similarly, initial displacement is changing displacement what? Final displacement minus initial displacement. Okay. So change in time can also be written as t2 minus t1. Change in displacement can be written as d2 minus d1. And change in velocity. Now this is what is change in v means. Change in velocity v2 minus v1. Okay. So change in velocity means what? Change in velocity means v2 minus v1. Is this clear to everybody? Everybody should write it down. Final velocity minus initial velocity. So change in velocity would be what? Final velocity minus initial velocity. Is this clear to everybody? Okay. Let's do another question. Question is, a car goes from A to B. It goes from A and comes back at B. The distance between A and B is 100 kilometers. It takes 10 hours for the car to go from A to B. Find average speed and average velocity of the car. Solve it, everybody. The car goes from A to B and then B to A. It takes 10 hours. Find the average speed and average velocity. That's what you need to find out, Nabia. Good. Good thinking. Okay, let's do it. Zainab, pay attention. Your answer is wrong. Look over here. What you will do of average speed? The car goes from A to B and B to A. So going from A to B is 100 kilometers and coming back from B to A is 100 kilometers. So average speed is what? 100 plus 100 and total time is what? 10 hours. So 200 over 10 is what? 20 kilometers per hour. So the average speed is 20 kilometers per hour. Okay. One side is 100 kilometers, other side also is 100. He has to go back to it. Zainab, is this clear? Okay. Now for average velocity is total displacement. And what is total displacement? He goes from A to B plus 100 and then he goes back from B to A minus 100 over 10. So plus 100 minus 100 becomes 0 over 10. So his average velocity is what? 0 kilometers per hour because he's back to his original destination due to the fact that displacement is 0. Yes. Is this clear? Is this clear to everybody? Zainab, any problem? In Pisat, any problem? You got it? Okay. Okay. Okay, I will be posting your homework for the weekend on your group. Inshallah, we will meet on Monday. Allah Hafiz. Enjoy your weekend.